Hulk Hogan. Not this other stuff. Muscle movement only goes so far. So both people, and it also allows you to stop and hurt them as you're stopping them. Okay? So now the move from here, now that they lost it, go, let's see. Alright, so now do. Next move, go. Now, he totally lost his core. There's nothing there. All he did is say, kill me, I want to die, I want to go home, I just don't want to live. There was no core in the breathing. And this is what gets tricky. You're not just working on the person that's always hitting. You're also working on the person that has to block. What was the core with that? Right? Even if it hit him in the head, which I don't know how it hit you in the head, but it hit him in the head, his core should be there in his head. Otherwise, he's going to knock his block off. Let's try it again. Can you attack him? All right? So there's going to be a move. Whatever. You know, do the move. Move. All right, now, just do the routine. Do the next move and then the next move. You're attacking. So you start your core first. Go ahead. He don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't even know what he's doing. Right? And he should know what he's doing because he's never done it before. So now he doesn't know where his breathing's at. If you don't know where your breathing's at, how are you going to survive somebody that's much larger than you or a group of people? You see how hard this is? So his blocking was off, and his punching was off. And he's placed a flute, trombone, and does all this stuff with breathing, but yet can't put it into the punch. Right? You play all those instruments. Right? Well, I'm working on bass now. All right, so yeah, you need to bring it all into play. It's not just the puncher that's practicing, it's also you guys that are practicing. And as you switch to different opponents, if your core is weak, you have nothing. All right, so let's get you out of there. You come inside. All right, you're going to do the same thing. You go first, and then you go first. And remember, we got this on video, which is really kind of an accident, but it's kind of cool because then I'm going to really go home and just rip you guys apart. What the hell is that? All right. So, go ahead. Take a. Yeah. First you go, and then you go. But you got to do all of those things that we're talking about. Does everybody know what I'm talking about at least? We're all on the same page. I'm not speaking Greek up here. Okay? All right, so go ahead, James. Okay, a little bit too fast. You want to work the core first. I want to see that. I don't see it. All right? Now let him go next. All right? Go. Okay, no core. He's just like coming into the fire. Right? He lost his core on the move. Okay, you failed. How did it? This isn't easy to do, is it? Okay, take a bow, position yourselves. This is how, you ever watch, relax for a minute. You ever watch boxing? Everybody watches boxing. And you see these boxers get out there now, high endurance boxing, because boxing is a dangerous art. I put a good boxer against a good martial artist any day of the week. Right? Their endurance is better, they hit, they can poke down. I put a good boxer against the martial arts because the martial arts out there today is not being done the way it's supposed to be done. So boxing is an art. But you watch the first round coming out there, they're practicing endurance, and after the first round, everything starts slowing down. The punches get heavier, they still maintain, but they get tired. You're not supposed to get tired. You're not supposed to get tired. And all of your energy is supposed to be constantly in interaction. Expansion and contraction, expansion and contraction. Your organs, everything coming into play. When you hit, your breathing is all self-contained. There's nowhere you should run out. You guys were here last Wednesday's class. Dunlai was doing great in that class. And as soon as I put him in front of James, he started panicking, and everything flew out the window. He just fell apart. He lost his breath. Right? He lost his core. Now, when you're fighting, and you're physically fighting, combat, not sparring, not sport, combat, you got to keep your breath. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to stab you. I'm going to slit your throat. I'm going to beat you over the head with a baseball bat. That kind of stuff. When somebody's facing in front of you, you got to lose your breath. You got to lose the fight. It's not a fight anymore. It's death. You walk into your room, there's somebody waiting there who wants to kill you. Now, the action is different. Sport, you could walk away from. Combat, you can't. You guys have to think more combat. Right? You got to position. Keep everything here, your root always with you. This is what you need to practice. The hard thing about this is that you can fight very well. But when it comes to combat, you really can't do that. You're all good fighters. I don't have any qualm with you guys being able to fight. You may be able to fight somebody a little bit bigger than you. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know yet. Right? But fighting is about fighting 20 people, 30 people, 10,000 people at one time. Fighting 10,000 is the same as fighting one, as long as your breath, because they have to attack you one at a time. Your breath has to be self-contained. Now, the difficult part about your motion and movement here, as you guys are starting to play with, is like you're reinventing your breath. You're reconstructing things you've been taught, the way that your brain takes to breathe its whole life. Now you're reinventing yourself. You're rediscovering. This is not going to be easy. And putting your breath in with it is very, very important, especially for senior students. You guys that are brand new, well, that's great, because now you're learning something right from the get-go. Right? So it's very, very important for you to understand what you're doing and setting up. Now you saw a difference, right, when Jack was doing it, and when you were doing it, there was no power in it. There was good fighting technique. I'm not saying the fighting technique was bad, but if you had Hulk Hogan or Michael Tyson standing in front of you, you think that was going to work? Or you think it's going to make you think? You know, I used to take my head, my little head, and ram it into people's hands because of breath that you guys have. Just take my head, boom, and ram it into your hand because there's nothing there, and break your hand. My head's a hell of a lot harder than your little hands. Right? That's where all that percussion, all that stuff has to come into play. Right? So this has got to be hard. This has definitely got to be challenging. But you guys have to stay on track. So when you're working with your teammates, right? We'll do one more demonstration. When you're working with your teammates, you both kind of watch each other. And if you feel that the other person's lost it or this, that, and the other thing, give them another shot. They lose it again, say, look, we're missing something. Instead of me coming out. Work as a team. And you've got to switch your partners. So you've got to see the differences in it. I don't expect people to get it. I do expect him to get it. I do expect him to get it. I expect you to get it. I expect you to get it. I expect you and you and you to get it. The rest of you guys all got a little bit of a break. But everybody I pointed at, better get it. Better start doing it. All right? Spaniard has a hard time standing here right now, so it's a break. You guys go get a break, and I'll be all over you. All right? Okay? You guys got the idea? So let's see. Let's see what you got. Now, I didn't really see it that much in James. I saw too much breath. Not enough constricting and coming through there. Not enough directness. Okay, relax. This movement here is not about hitting your opponent. This movement here is about just direct. I don't care if we're here and we move, and I'm here and I go, this is where I'm at first. I'm emphasizing on it. You guys aren't emphasizing on it. Now, at this point, I set up. Now I'm here. Boom! And it's going to come out. I'm here, or I'm sitting up here. I'm practicing my breath. You guys really have to emphasize I'm practicing that breath. I don't care. You saw it was a mile away with this here. First, here, I'm coming here. It's like a classic move, and I punch to here. Now he's going to practice his breath, center down when he sees this, so now he can knuckle down. He can stop this hand. So now we're coming out, and I can take it slow, or I can take it fast. Boom! Didn't stop. He lost his breath because it came from up here when the hand executed out. His breath came from here, not here. And he lost it. This is what I mean. This is what's hard to practice. So you're really practicing the breathing. Okay, let's try it one more time. This is all the deadly secrets that you guys want to learn that never can do. Right? Okay, go ahead. Okay, now move. Okay, that's a little bit better. You can see these things work. The most important, the other part is the technique. You have to set up before you go. Okay, everybody find a partner. Everybody find a partner, partner. Okay. And she's walking out correct. I'm going to hook him up.